Hello there, welcome back fellow troopers. So today I just wanted to do an update of what I have been doing and what I am doing next. So I have been doing a couple of things off camera. They're really minor and I haven't really started working on any pieces quite just yet. What I have been doing is that I have been fitting most of my pieces to myself in order to ensure that they won't fall off and they fit correctly to me, and I have not started trimming them, but I needed to fit them in order to size them. So the next step will be to continue with the fitting and trim, fit again, trim, etc. So right now that is what I have been doing, but before I start that, I wanted to do an update on the pieces that are partly completed. So now, because this is a big project, I need a first step. And I think a good first step would be sizing, trimming, and then finishing off these pieces. So I'm currently wearing my Rebel shirt, Rebel Scum, Long Live the Empire. But underneath this, I'm wearing some black thermal underwear, which is what you wear underneath a Stormtrooper outfit, and it gives it the black background that you need when you're wearing a Stormtrooper. This is skin tight as it should be, and I have been fitting all my pieces with this on, as this will be what I need this is what I will be wearing when I have the Stormtrooper armor on. So now this exact one may not be 501st approved because it does have some slight blue seams right here, but I just plan on covering those in black, and it's not a big deal as I'm not planning to join the 501st. Now, update on these pieces. These are the Biceps and Forearms, and I plan on finishing them soon. As I was fitting other pieces, I put these on to make sure that they fit correctly, and all these pieces fit quite nicely. So I put this up and just fit these pieces. This is the left bicep, fits perfectly as it should. Nice and snug, shouldn't be loose, but it should slide right on. Left forearm, plenty of room left. It's not a big deal, and it fits perfectly, okay? So now that we have the left arm mostly completed, I just need to sand off some edges, and I'll be doing that next. Now, when I went to go fit the right arm to make sure it fit, I went to go put on the right bicep, which has a little divot, a signature of the person that created the molds. He put his thumb right there. It is not finished, and this one's the piece that needs the most work. It still needs to be trimmed and edges sanded and some pieces cut right here. When I went to go fit this piece, it was really tight and it doesn't really fit that well. So I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna do? I can't take the piece apart as I think it has been welded together or is glued permanently in place. But when I was putting it on, I realized that the reason it was getting stuck, I measured the dimensions of these two pieces and the dimensions are exactly the same. That there was this slight return edge on this piece, which I checked the Lucasfilm archives and looked at the pictures, and there's no return edge on this piece. And many troopers before this used to leave this to create an idealized version, but when Lucasfilm archives and more source material came out, many troopers got rid of this, and it makes it a lot more comfortable and it fits better. So what I need to do is get rid of this edge right here in order to fit it properly, along with trimming these cover strips down to size. I have my handy red Expo marker, dry erase marker. So I have tested this on other scrap pieces to make sure it's not permanent. So don't worry when I write on this. I need to trim here because these pieces have slightly are slightly bigger than usual. I need to trim this right here, and I also have these outlined in pencil, but I also need to get rid of this return edge right here, a trim along this line. So I'll only outline half of it. I need to trim and get rid of this return edge in order to make the piece fit better, and it's slightly more accurate. And I'm going to trim here in order to match the other side, which that's how the other side has been done. And there's many ways in, I have seen some from the originals that were trimmed completely flush, some with the back slightly bigger, but I find that difference minimal, and so I'm just going to trim it to size to match the size of the other bicep as well. So then they will both be the same size on the sides. Same size on the sides. So that is my next step in the Stormtrooper project, and I'm really excited. So I'm really excited, and we'll see you next time when I'm going to be trimming these pieces. Goodbye. back. So I have been working on this, on some of the pieces that were already glued together, and I have just finished up. So I'm just gonna kind of recap of what I've done today. I have been using Dremel, and what I have been using is that I have been using two different bits. I have been using a rough sand bit in order to get the fine grooves that I need, and then I've been using a fine grit sand bit in order to get that nice nice edge that I need, and then I've been finishing off with some 220 sandpaper, and that's how I have done all the pieces today, and that's how I will continue to do the pieces. So what I have done is that I have finished the cover strips on these edges, and that's what I've done on the left biceps. It was practically complete. I just had to finish this right cover strip, and that is done. Right forearm has been done, and I just sanded it off some more to get rid of some rough edges. And the left bicep, what I have done is that this was coming out, so I have sanded it down to size and trimmed it using the Dremel. So now this arm should be done, and I think it is done. Now the right bicep is the one that needs the most work and is the one that I have done the most work on. It had quite a large return edge, so I have trimmed that down. So the return edge is about, oh no, I don't know where my ruler is, my my other tape measure. It's about a little bit more than half a centimeter, probably like about a centimeter. It's a little bit less than that, but I tried to leave it half a centimeter return edge. And right now I am asking the person and the trooper that I got the armor from for what he intended to do with these edges. There, I have been looking through the Lucasfilm archives, and there's a lot which are just left like this, untrimmed, kind of with the things sticking out. But what I wanted to do is cut along the red line just to make it fit a little better. But I'm going to check on that, and if I do, I will finish that off camera for simplicity's sake. But this one is about done. All the bottoms are done. I just have to figure out what to do with this edge, and maybe take some more of this return edge off and leave about maybe 1/4 centimeter left, so it just slides on a little easier. That's why I have this on as well. So that is what I have done today, and next I will be moving on, getting rid onto the thighs. And that will conclude this video, and I hope you guys liked it. Come back for the next one, and don't forget to subscribe and to like this video, and leave a comment down below of what you thought, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.